Hey, Jason. This is Seth with Grizzly Media Solutions. Valerie, one of my team members, actually spoke with Chantel with you guys yesterday, and she had said that you guys might be interested in a quick little video about how to bring in some more customers and increase the traffic, through your website. So what I like to do is I like to just make a quick little video here, kind of talk about your site a little bit, your top competitor, and then really show you what you could do. Really three different things that you could do to increase some of that customer traffic. And at that point, you could either, get, hit me up, get back to me, and we could have a sit down, talk about what we could do for you. Or if you just want to take it and run, that's fine, man. No harm, no foul, no problem whatsoever. So you can see here, I already have your website pulled up, but real fast, I actually just wanted to show you something because I did do a little bit of background research on your site before making this. And here, I just kind of wanted to, this is a third-party tool. It's called Ahrefs, and it basically just allows me to see one of the essential factors, which is backlinks. But I looked up here and I saw that you guys had quite a bit of backlinks and quite a bit of referring domains. And backlinks are really just votes in Google's eyes, from websites all around the internet. And not all of these backlinks are created equally by any means. Some are much higher quality than others. But I noticed that you had quite a bit, and I was wondering why you weren't ranking better in your area for fencing. So I did a little digging here, and I don't know if you had another SEO agency working on your site, or maybe it was a web design team. I'm not sure. But I noticed that a lot of these links are actually spammy links that are pointing at your website. It looks like a lot of ED backlinks, and they're very, very spammy in Google's eyes. Basically, you're telling Google that, you're promoting this kind of stuff instead of telling them that you're the best fencing contractor in San Diego and, surrounding areas. So I just wanted to point that out to you first, because the first thing you want to do is get these things off your website as soon as possible, because it's killing your traffic. But now that I got that out of the way, I kind of want to come back here to your website. It looks like it could use a little bit of a facelift. It's looking a little bit dated. We really, really want to make sure we capture the attention of every visitor that comes to the site, encourage them to call you. I do like, that you got, your contact information right up here. Ideally, we'd want that to be click to call. So that way, when people are searching, on a mobile device, they can just click that and get in touch with you and your team as soon as possible. But moving on, one of the biggest ranking factors in Google's eyes is content. Okay. And by content, I mean anything that I can highlight here. Okay. So this is pretty much all the content that you have on your site. And just by looking at it, I would say is roughly 150 to 200 words. Ideally, you would want between 1,000 and 1,500 words on your homepage. It really lets Google know that you're a trustworthy site inside fencing as a fencing contractor, okay? And then on top of that, we want to make sure that it's keyword rich. And by keywords, I mean what people would type into Google when they're looking for a fencing contractor in San Diego. So I know, like I said, I've done a little bit of background research. I know one of the big ones is vinyl fencing. Okay, so vinyl fencing San Diego, or fencing San Diego, things like this. And I'm not seeing any of that stuff on your homepage. So if you did just that, that would increase your rankings tremendously. And the other thing is pictures. Okay, when we come in here, Google doesn't care what your pictures look like or what kind of videos you have. Really, they're like I said, they're reading words. So that means they're going to read the descriptions behind your photos. So if I come in here and click Save Image As, it's showing me that picture is saved as body-text. Okay, that's not what we want. What we want is those keywords that we just talked about to be on these pictures. So that way we let Google know exactly what you're all about. So what I want to do is I want to compare you to your top competitor. And in San Diego, it's Vinyl Pro Fence. Okay, and just to show you how I found that, I came up here and I typed in the keyword, which I know is a very popular keyword in the area. They're right here at the top of the map pack, and not only that, but they're #1 in organic. Okay, so that's how I chose them. Now, when we're looking at content, if you look through here, you know, all this, and then down below, this doesn't count, but down below, this as well. It's a little bit more than yours, but it's still not enough to be great. Okay, and you say, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why are they at the top? You know, if it's not great. And the answer is the competition might not be that great, or they do a good job of throwing keywords in here, like such. San Diego vinyl fencing. Okay, so they're here telling Google, hey, you know, this is what we're all about. You know, we do vinyl fencing, we do whatever kind of fencing. And when people search that term, Google's more inclined to show this company at the top of search rankings. Okay, so I want to move on now to backlinks, which is the second thing that I want to talk about here, because backlinks are really the most crucial factor when you're talking about who ranks #1. Okay, so we come over here, you know, we see that you're ranked 17 million, which is not that bad. Your ratio is even, but these numbers are a little bit low. We want them to be higher. And we talked about your backlinks. You know, there are a lot of spammy backlinks on there that we would want to get rid of. So these numbers of quality links it's actually much lower. Okay, so we want to take those bad links away and throw some more powerful, trustworthy links at it. Okay, so how we would do that is we would, you know, go check out the competition in the area, see what's working for them, take those links and apply them to this site, to your site. Okay, because we already know it works. The blueprint is there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add more links, keep adding links month after month. This, you know, more powerful links to really put you over the top and separate you. Okay, so if we come over here to organic keywords, this basically means, you know, we already talked about keywords. How many of those keywords are they being found for in the eyes of Google? Okay, now you have 225, which isn't a bad number. Okay, and those 225 keywords are bringing you 124 different visitors every single month. Okay, that's not a bad number, but we could make it a heck of a lot more. Okay, so I just want to pop in here and see exactly what you're being found for. Okay, these are a lot of branded keywords here. You're getting a decent amount of search volume here, decent amount of visitors. But okay, so Fence Company Escondido, you're #4, which is page 1, not bad. We can absolutely get you to #1 there. Fencing Escondido, same thing. But I'm not seeing any San Diego here. Glass Fence San Diego, you're #4, that's good. But I did see one lower. There it is, Vinyl Fencing San Diego. This is the one that we were talking about, okay? 350 people every month search this keyword, and you're #3. So you're on page 3 or 4, and if you look here, this number right here is the monthly visitors you're seeing, okay? So not even one. All right. Now, you'll see in a second when I take you to the competitor, and you'll see exactly what it would look like if you were #1 for this keyword. And there's a bunch more. The list goes on and on. I've got more keywords here for fencing in San Diego. You can see how big these search volume numbers are here. There's a ton that we can do to increase site traffic, okay, and bring you some more customers. Now, like I said, I want to peel over to your competitor here, Vinyl Pro Fence, and give you an idea what they're looking at, okay? So you can see here, they've got a lot less backlinks, right? But as I scroll down, their backlinks are not spammy. They're very natural. So they got that going in their favor for sure. But look at the organic keywords that they have. Okay, and this is because of the content that's on their site. All right, they did a very, very good job. And I mean, 812, you had 200 something, so quite a bit more. And the organic traffic is over 200 more than you. Okay, so we can absolutely get you there and surpass it. But I want to take a look here at the organic keywords and just show you what it looks like when you're #1. Vinyl Fencing San Diego, 350 people a month, they're in the first position. They're seeing 110 people visit their site. Vinyl Fences San Diego, 200. They're seeing 69. Vinyl Fence San Diego, 34 people a month in the number one spot. So as you can see, I mean, you know, the first position there makes a massive difference. And then the third and final thing that I really want to point out is citations. Okay. And the citations have to do with the success of your map pack here. Okay. 70% of search traffic comes from this map pack right here. And if you're not in the top 3, then, you know, it's as good as being last. Okay. And when I clicked down here to more businesses, yours did not appear in here, I don't believe. Let's just check here. Okay, here you are. So you are popping in San Diego. Okay, so what that tells me is either your GMB isn't optimized correctly, or to its best, you know, to its fullest potential, or you don't have enough citations. Okay, so I'm going to take you over here to this. This is another third-party tool that I use that allows me to see how many citations a particular website has. Okay, and of course it disappeared on me. Give me 1 second. Here it is. View sources. Okay, here we are. So as you can see, Vinyl Pro Fence, number 1. That's your competitor. They only have 21. Okay, so a little bit of a lower number. Now here you are, Barrett Fence. You got 33. Okay, so you've got more. So you say, okay, well that doesn't make any sense. Why am I not ranking ahead of them? Well, your GMB is probably not, or maybe not, optimized as well as your competitor. Maybe they've geotagged their images. Maybe they have more photos, or maybe their information is just more filled out than yours is. Okay, so these are all things that you want to look at, or you know, that we would look at to make sure we get your GMB ranking above theirs. Because like I said, that's where the majority of the search traffic comes from, and that is absolutely critical. If there's one thing that you're going to take away from this video, if you decide to do it yourself, that's what I would suggest taking away. Make sure you get your GMB optimizing to its fullest potential, because that is going to explode your traffic and in turn your customers. But that's all I got for you here. I wanted to make it as short as possible. If you want to do this yourself, absolutely no harm, no foul, not a big deal at all. If you want to reach back out to me and, you know, have a sit down and we can kind of talk about what we can do and I can come up with an attack plan for you, by all means, feel free to reach out. You can call me or text me. Again, my name is Seth. My number is 610-573-3611.